Hello guys and welcome back to our channel. Are you ready to dive into a world of action, strategy, and secrets? Today, we're uncovering the top 10 isekai anime, where the main character is insanely overpowered but keeps it under wraps. These MCs may act clueless or weak, but when push comes to shove, they reveal their jaw-dropping abilities in the most epic ways. From master strategists to magical prodigies, these hidden powerhouses keep us guessing and leave us wanting more. Stick around till the end. You might just discover your next binge-worthy series. Characterize Sae Gwen a little too accurately. After being summoned by the goddess Rishtart to preserve Gabran from destruction, the hero prepares for his noble adventure. While this may seem normal, he spends a significant amount of time training himself, despite his overpowering stats. He battles weak adversaries using his strongest talents, and buys an excessive amount of supplies and potions in order to stay alive. While his attitude may be unpleasant, it could be Gabran's saving grace, especially in a world where the forces of evil rule all expectations. Banished from the hero's party. Far from the reaches of demons and conflict, near Zoltan's borderland, D-rank adventurer Red lives a normal life. Through dedication and hard effort, his dream of opening his own apothecary and living a peaceful life in the countryside was realized. Red unexpectedly gains a live-in partner, an assistant named Rit, the princess of Duchy Logherbia and an adventurer herself, who sacrifices everything to join him. Although Red is honest, fair, and well-liked by everyone, he has a secret he only tells Rit. His real name is Gideon, the brother of Riti Ragnarsson, the hero and a previous member of her party. Ares Drowa, the sage, threw Red out of their party following the war against the Demon Lord, deeming him weak and insignificant. Even though Red has left the hero's party to start a new life with Rit, his past has not let him go. Death March to the Parallel World Rhapsody. Ikaru Suzuki, a programmer in his 40s, is overwhelmed with work. Worn out, he finally gets a chance to sleep, only to wake up in a fantasy RPG world made out of the games he was debugging in reality. In this new location, he notices that not only has his appearance changed to a younger version of himself, but his name has also changed to Satu, a nickname he used while doing beta tests on games. However, before Satu can realize his condition, an army of lizardmen attacks him. Satu is forced to cast a powerful spell in response, which fully eliminates them and raises his level to 310, effectively maximizing his numbers. Satu, a high-level adventurer with a multitude of skills and no route back to reality, sets out to explore this wonderful new realm. Reincarnated as an aristocrat with an appraisal skill. After death, a Japanese office worker is reincarnated in another universe as Ars, the newborn son of the noble Leuven family. The Summerforth Empire, where the Leuvens rule over a small realm of a few thousand people, is a medieval-style land marked by social inequality and political instability. As Ars grows older and learns more about his new surroundings, he becomes persuaded that war is imminent. Fortunately, while Ars lacks unequaled strength or amazing magical aptitude, he does have appraisal, a seemingly unique skill that allows him to instantaneously grasp someone's current and latent skills simply by looking at them. In order to prepare his realm for the impending conflict, Ars decides to employ the most remarkable people he can find, with no regard for superficial characteristics such as race or social standing. My Isekai Life. After working himself to death in a tough corporate environment, Yuji Sano is given a second chance when he transmigrates to a game-like fantasy world. Despite his desire to live a quiet life, Yuji discovers that he holds the title of Monster Tamer, the lowest rank of adventurer. With his newfound abilities, he tames several slimes surrounding him and, with their assistance, gains magical powers to become a sage, a second career that capitalizes on such potential. Even after obtaining overwhelming strength, Yuji's scars from his previous life prevent him from going all out. However, he may not be able to conceal his skills for much longer, as unknown perils threaten to destroy the globe that is now his sole residence. Black Summoner. Kelvin gives up some memories from his former existence in return for powerful talents, additional skill points, and an S-Class Summoner title in order to be reincarnated in another universe. As a bonus, Melfina, the goddess who facilitates his rebirth, grants him the option of choosing any companion to help him get started as a summoner. Kelvin, who fell in love with Melfina at first sight, selects the deity right away, believing that his ardent affections for her will re-emerge even if he loses his memory. Kelvin embarks on an amazing new adventure with Melfina as his guide. However, in order to summon his beloved goddess' physical form, he must first accumulate a large number of mana points. The only way to do so is to level up by battling powerful opponents and forging contracts with even stronger allies. The Demon Sword Master of Excalibur Academy. The war against the forces of evil is coming to a conclusion, with the undead King Leonis Death Magnus as the only survivor of the Dark Lords. Leonis buries himself deep underground in order to reincarnate 1,000 years later and recreate his demonic army, knowing he has no chance against his adversaries alone. Everything has changed over the course of a millennium. People no longer remember the epic conflict that resulted in Leonis' fall, and instead face a new threat: horrific creatures known as voids. Magical gadgets have supplanted magic, and people with unique abilities, embodied in weapons known as holy swords, train at the Excalibur Academy to combat the voids. Leonis is reborn as a 10-year-old human boy and meets Roselia Ray Crystalia, a devoted girl who stumbles onto the remnants of his hibernation chamber. Roselia, believing Leonis has amnesia, counsels him and enrolls him in the Excalibur Academy. Leonis still aims to take over the world, but he must first become acquainted with a reality that is vastly different from anything he knows. World Break. World Break takes place at Akane Private Academy, where students with memories of prior lives are trained to employ ancestral arts to protect themselves against creatures known as metaphysicals, who attack at random. The pupil Prana to conjure offensive weapons, and Kuroma, who can utilize magic. The plot begins with a girl named Satsuki Ranju, who explains that she was Moroha's younger sister in a previous life, when Moroha was a heroic prince capable of defeating entire armies with his sword. Soon after, he meets another girl, Shizuno Urushibura, who finally confesses that she knew Moroha in a completely other existence, when he was an evil lord capable of utilizing devastating magic, who saved her from servitude. Can those whose thoughts exist in both the present and the past truly have a bright future? To find out, explore the intriguing universe of Seiken Tsukai no Universe Break. So these were the top 10 isekai anime in which the MC is overpowered but pretends to be weak. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any videos like this in the future. Keep sharing your thoughts with us down in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.